Calls for a halt to moving asylum seekers into old army barracks in Inverness have been ignored by the Home Office. There were urgent questions on the issue in both the House of Commons and the Scottish Parliament today. Well, our political editor Colin Mackay was watching both. So Colin, how's this playing out?
Well, let's start at Westminster because this is a reserved issue. What emerged there is that 309 single male asylum seekers are expected to be moved into Cameron Barracks in Inverness by the end of November. Local Lib Dem MP Angus MacDonald asked an urgent question. He wanted to know why he, the Scottish Government and the local council had not been consulted about this move in advance. The Home Office Minister Alex Norris said that was really because the barracks had previously been used to house Afghan asylum seekers.
Why is it okay to close town centre migrant hotels in the south of England, yet plan to house 300 migrant men in army quarters in Inverness city centre? It's effectively the same thing.
Too many people come to this country being sold a dream that they will be housed in a hotel and they'll be able to work illegally in our economy. Today we have announced that we've had our best ever year for illegal work raids with 1,000 people deported as a result. But we have to break the model that says you'll get to live in a hotel and work illegally, and this is a really important part of that.
Now, Angus MacDonald also asked the UK Government to call a halt to this decision just now. The Minister didn't even really respond to that. But here at Holyrood, it was a Conservative MSP asking the urgent question and an SNP Minister responding.
My constituents are rightly concerned about their safety, not on the streets, but their health safety. There is just not enough resources in the Highlands.
People have genuine concerns, but that does not mean that those concerns are born at all out of racism.
Scotland does welcome refugees, and we do welcome asylum seekers, and it's important that we have our moral and our international responsibilities at the forefront of our minds as we look to do so. But that's exactly why these decisions should be taken in collaboration.
So Colin, what happens now?
Well, the asylum seekers are due to move into the barracks at the end of next month, but there is another potential problem here because the barracks are actually due to be refurbished because there's asbestos that needs to be removed before you can move in the asylum seekers. And there's been a lot of talk today here in Westminster and at a local council level of community cohesion. That's because politicians fear that the protest that we've already seen outside the Claddon Hotel housing asylum seekers in Falkirk could be about to move north up the A9 to Inverness. And just one last thing before I go, John, there's a bit of disruption in the Scottish Parliament tonight because Microsoft has got some kind of outage. It's not just affecting here, but what it's doing here is delaying democracy because they can't vote on the land reform bill.